How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video right here on the Weston Pease channel. If you haven't already, before we get started into this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. So I post 2 videos a week, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. This is gonna be the first legit fishing video that I've done on the channel, so I'm super excited to do it. It's been raining pretty non-stop here, and it's supposed to rain for the next like 2 weeks, I think. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So what better way to tough out the rain than go fishing? We might get a little wet today, but it'll be all right. So I went to Walmart. I picked up this cheap little topwater frog, and we're gonna go test it out. I have not been frog fishing this year, so we're gonna give this a try, and hopefully, if everything goes as planned, we're gonna yank a couple large mouths off the top of this algae. So I'm gonna get this all rigged up to the rod, and we're gonna head out there and try to yank a couple big ones. Let's go. We're gonna have to wait just a tad bit because I really don't want that in the audio of this video. That'd be pretty annoying. So the tractor's moved off now. We're gonna go ahead and tie this old scum frog on. It was like $4 at Walmart, so if you wanna go pick up this exact frog, it should be at your local Walmart. But we're about to put it to the test and see if this thing will hold its own and pull out a couple largemouth bass out of these golf course ponds. You're about to be eaten, little buddy. Are you prepared? I haven't went frog fishing in a while, so I'm pretty excited. This is gonna be fun. All tied up, ready to send this old scum frog out into the water. Let's get it. So the biggest bass that I've caught out of here, I think it was a 6 or 7 pound bass. It was actually on the upper pond. This lower pond, my biggest bass is like a 5 pounder. So maybe we can break that today on this old frog. But we're about to find out, and we're gonna put this old scum frog to the test. The $4 scum frog from Walmart. Hopefully it does good. And we also have a little finesse rig that we're gonna be throwing just in case if nothing's biting and we can see the fish out in the water. We're gonna toss this to it if it's not biting the frog. It should be a good day nonetheless. The rain is holding off and we're about to jump out on this golf course and hopefully yank a couple big old bass onto the land. Stay tuned. All right, so usually this spot right over here at the drainage, we're gonna go to that first. I'm gonna throw this little pink worm. I can usually hook one, actually a pretty good one, over there about every single time. So we'll see if that spot holds up to its name. Oh, come on. I might have to run back to the truck and get a different lure. Literally sucked it right off that hook. Oh my gosh, he hit it again. He hit it again. Might have scared him off. I'm definitely gonna have to go back to the truck and get a different pink lure because he literally sucked that thing right off that hook. All right, I'm gonna run back to the truck, grab a different lure to throw onto this little soft plastic rod and try to get him. He hit this frog one time, but I know for a fact I can get him if I go get a different lure. Throw a little soft plastic in there, a little finesse action. So that's what we're gonna do. I knew that was gonna happen. Every single time I go to that spot, every single time, I can throw a little soft plastic right in there. And usually hammer a pretty good one. The rain is definitely starting to come down now. I don't have any more hooks with jig heads on them, so we're doing what we can with what we got. I'm gonna hook this right up, just a little split curl tail grub looking thing. I'm gonna toss this down in there. I've caught them on this before. Let's give it a shot. Oh, he went up at it. He came right up at it and it waked the water. Oh my gosh. I think that was a small bluegill. That didn't hit that hard. That was a bite. Guess he's not hungry again. I think I spooked him a little too much. Because usually if he doesn't hit the first or the second time, he's not there. But if he does hit the first and the second time, he won't eat after that. I think he swam out to deeper water after I tried hooking him with the wacky rig setup and the frog. He hit both of them. He took my pink worm. That was the last pink worm that I had. So we're not gonna be fishing with that anymore today. He got the heck out of Dodge when he could. After those 2 hooks hit his mouth, I don't think he wants any more. So let's keep fishing. I'm gonna keep throwing this frog, see if we can't whack one. Whack him and stack him. Finally hooked up, baby. I had to switch over to a soft plastic because I couldn't get him to hit on the frog. But we're hooked up. Oh my gosh, this is like 4 pound test. I don't want to break it off. There we go. All right, easy, buddy, easy. It's not even that big of a fish. I just have like 4-pound test. All right, we gotta land this old girl. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, you're barely hooked. You're barely hooked. That is a good one right there. Not huge, but a chunky little fish right on the old soft plastic. I had to switch up to that because I could not get him to hit to save my life on that frog. Check that out. First one of the day. Not bad at all. See if we can't catch a couple more and try to get one on the old frog. See you, buddy. Heck yes. Well, I've been casting and so far we only have 2 fish on the board. The first fish was actually pretty good. About 1.5 pounds or so. Not a giant, but a chunky little fish. And both of those were caught on that little soft plastic double curl-tail grub. I guess that's what it's called. I've used it a lot in here and in the river, and it seems to work pretty good. So if you guys want to catch a lot of fish, use that lure, because I've caught multiple fish off that lure. The big thing right now, I'm just trying to catch one off this topwater frog. So far we've had 2 little blow-ups on it. I've missed both the hook sets. I always end up resorting back to the soft plastic because I know I can catch them every time. I really need to stay more dedicated with the frog because it's so fun. I love when they blow up right out of the algae. You get to set the hook so hard. It's just so fun. It's just something about it. It's just a different type of fish and it's a blast. I've always seen them right at the edge of this algae where the algae's growing up and then onto the deeper water. They usually hang out right there trying to catch bluegills or feed on little bait fish. And I can see them with my Rio sunglasses. Use code BIGTRUCK15 for 15% off. Little plug right there for Rio sunglasses. But it really does help block that glare on the water. Ooh, there's a really big bass. It really does help block that glare so you can see fish like what I just saw. All right, if I can't get this fish on the frog, I'm definitely going back and getting the soft plastic. He keeps turning on it. You guys probably can't see it. I got the sunglasses on, so it's a little bit easier for me to see. But every time I throw it out there, he'll turn on it, look at it, and just keep swimming. He just hangs out kind of right beside it. I'm gonna run back up there and grab the soft plastic. I know. I'm supposed to say dedicated with the frog, but I can't. It's a big fish. I can't pass it up. I gotta do everything in my ability to snag this fish. All right, 2 more casts and we're going to the upper pond. We're working this frog. I'm catching a frog fish. All right, last cast and we're working our way back the other way. The reason I was doing this video is because this pond, last time I was here, was absolutely covered in algae. And as you can see, it's clear. Well, that kind of sucks. I guess we're gonna fish an open water frog today. Oh, there we go. There's something. There's something. We're hooked up. It's a teeny bass, but we're hooked up. Oh yeah. Just a small old bass. You know, nothing crazy, but it's still fun to catch. It has been the struggle, actually. I've casted a few times up here. This is the first fish. I've been up here for probably 30 minutes, and there's the first little dinky fish, a flare fish. He's a dinky little fish, but it's still fun to catch something. Now we need to start throwing the frog and try to catch a big old tank out of here. See you, buddy. All right, now that we've caught the first fish out of this pond, we are gonna go back to the old Walmart frog. We're gonna go right over here to this little bit of whatever it is, this weed grass stuff over in the corner. I think we can get a frog bite over here as long as I stay away from the bank and cast. We should be able to pull one off of this. We should, that's the key word. Throw it right up onto the bank. Oh, there was a big fish right there. He just waked right off of that. That was a big fish. I spooked it. I threw it right up on the bank and then brought it into the water, right into those little weeds. And he spooked off into the deeper stuff, but that was a pretty big fish. This side right here looks like the honey hole. I'm gonna throw it just right along this and work my way right up over there, but I think we can get one to bite. Oh, there we go, there we go. First fish on the frog. Please don't get off. All right, I'm just gonna reel him in, get him all the way up on the bank. Finally, let's go. finally, look, on the frog, let's go, finally. That took freaking all day. That was not supposed to take that long. But we finally caught a fish on the Walmart frog. So pretty much I threw it out into open water and kind of just worked it. I worked it probably 3 times, just gave it a little jerk. And while I was reeling in the slack, this old sucker came up and hammered it. Literally, as soon as he hammered it, I just yanked back and set the hook. Heck yes. I just ran over here to get a couple shots on the big camera. But here is the bass off the topwater frog. The first fish that's half decent of the day. All right, now let's go catch some more. I feel like a lot of these big bass are out in the middle or up underneath all this weeds and algae and grass. I can see down into the water, but I'm not seeing anything near the bank. Come on, we need a bass. We need a big old bass. A fat chunkin'. Give me a chunkin'. And once again, here comes the rain. Gotta love it. We needed rain, but I don't think we need 2 weeks worth of rain. It's really starting to come down now. Great. We're gonna throw 2 more casts with the frog, and then I'm gonna bring out the soft plastic and see if I can't catch 1 more. And then we're gonna dip on out of here because this evening it's supposed to be 90 and 100%. So we're pushing it. The rain is coming. Okay, I'm done with the frog. Right now it's starting to pour rain, but we caught 1 fish on the frog. We had 2 other blow-ups. I'm gonna see if I can't catch 1 more on the old trusty dusty little soft plastic right here. And then we're gonna dip on out of here because it's really starting to rain. Come on, fishy. Gotta love it. Fishing in the rain, baby. YouTube videos in rain. You just gotta love it. You just gotta embrace it. I'm trying to stay out here as long as I can, but I'm getting wet. Super wet. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Just embrace the rain. It's like rain on your wedding day. Maybe singing to the fish will help me catch 1 more. Oh my gosh. No way. No way. You gotta be kidding. No way. Dude, you've got to be joking. You have got to be joking. You have got to be kidding me. I said, maybe if I start singing, it'll make me catch a fish. And what do you know? We caught... You've got to be kidding me. We caught our last fish of the day. That is a pretty nice little fish. Not a giant by any means. I know some people are like, dude, you're catching teensy fish. But I'm having an absolute blast catching these fish. Even if they're not that big, they're still a chunky little size and they're fun to catch. Look at that. I'm getting absolutely soaked, but there's our last fish of the day. It was an absolute blast coming out here and fishing and trying out this frog. It's just a Walmart frog. You can pick it up. It's like $4 at Walmart. So if you want to snag one of those, go get you one. That was the only frog that they had, so I couldn't be too picky. But here's our last fish. I'm gonna pull the big camera off and we'll get a release on this guy. Heck yes. Now let's get the heck out of Dodge. I'm soaking wet. All right, fish, until next time. See you later. Rest your mouths because next time I'm gonna wear you out. Good grief. I will tell you one thing, y'all. I'm absolutely soaked. But we caught fish, which is good. It sucks we got rained out, but I still had an absolute blast throwing around that Walmart frog. Leave a comment down below on other ideas that you guys have for me to film, and I will definitely check those out and film those for you guys. So stay tuned to the channel, 2 videos a week, subscribe, notification bell, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!